What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So the clips you're about to watch are wild, to say the least, right? White people are crying after getting treated the way black people have been treated for generations, right? There's a white man saying, "You're treating me like I'm black," after being arrested, and he was, trying to resist arrest, so they put him on the floor to try to handcuff him, and he goes on to say, "You're treating me like I'm black." And then, this other clip of a woman crying at an African American museum after trying on real slave chains. You guys just need to watch these videos, right? Like, the realization just hit them all at once. Anyways, credit goes to all of the original creators. Thank you so much for happening when you saw this. Let's watch, and we'll be back with some commentary.
Did you guys see the video of that Whyte man who he's like crying because he's like, it's so hard to make it. I'm trying. I'm a disappointment to my wife and it's so hard. And then he's like, we should all come together. I don't care whether you're black, white, we should all come together. Oh, I get it. So now it's switching, and the curses are like coming on you guys, and you guys are experiencing what black Americans, the children of Israel, the real Jews from the same tribe as Jesus Christ, have been experiencing for centuries, right? So you guys were okay. As long as you guys were ahead of us, you guys were fine. You guys lived in perfect Whyte Jesus heaven on this earth, and everything was fine, and you were above the NIGGAs, right? So when you had your stature and your position, everything was fine. Now that it's switching, right, because the Most High is propelling the real people, right? Now it's like, oh, let's come together, and you're crying, and it's us. Oh, so now it's us at the bottom versus them at the top, right? But you guys were in cahoots with those at the top because they look like you, right? And they gave, yeah, sure, you might haven't had as much as the people at the top, your people at the top have had, but you've had still tremendously amounts more than black people at the bottom. So now you guys see your reality. It's not what it once was. Your Whyte card is it hasn't been accepted. It hasn't, that Whyte card, it's not working how it used to when you try to swipe it. It's not. You know what I mean? So now it's like, oh, now let's all come together and we're in this together and it's us against. No. You can miss me with that. No. Any kingdom, there's people at the top and there's people at the bottom, right? So now, black people, black Americans, and throughout the African diaspora, right, we're going to be at the top. You guys are going to be at the bottom now. This is how, in case you haven't realized, this is how this works. This is how this works. This is how you guys' kingdom work. This is how it works, right? So now it's what the first shot. See, y'all say y'all believe in the Bible, but at the end of the day, like, y'all always ignore that scripture. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. White people, weren't you guys at the top? Right? And we've been last. So now God says that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. This isn't the first figures out that the last are going to be first, and now the first want to come together now with the last. See, y'all just manipulate and do things because at the end of the day, y'all just want to be where the stuff is at because you guys are the fleshly people. You guys are the fleshly people. So wherever the stuff, y'all don't care about nothing else, right? As long as you guys enjoying your blessings and the stuff, that's where y'all want to be at. Okay, that's fine, right? I mean, you guys sold your freaking birthright for a bowl of soup, right? Some chicken tenders. You know what I'm saying? That's what Esau. That's what the Whyte man did. He sold his entire birthright for flesh. That scripture is symbolic that they are the fleshly people. You know what I mean? So no, this isn't money to waters, right? See that you guys are becoming undone. Now it's like, oh snap! Now let's get under them. Like, no, y'all keep playing with the Most High like the Most High is stupid, and it's like, buddy, dude, get it together, dude. Get it together. You guys had your turn. What you are best doing is accepting your fate, just accepting your position, and cleaving to the real children of Israel, right? Like, this dude, literally, he was crying. Like, this Whyte man was crying his eyes out. Like, oh, yeah, my family, and I'm a disappointment, and this. Find the video. It's online. It's like, nah, you guys are seeing what's happening now, right? Seeing that the devil lied to y'all. He lied to everybody, but he lied to y'all. He made y'all think y'all was something that y'all wasn't by exporting fake Whyte Jesus all over earth. He did that. Don't blame us.
Welcome to America. Tell me what you're thinking.
Just so much.
Kleenexes, please.
I've always been interested in history and the history of Black people. I took Afrocentric classes at U of L. My grandma lived at 2821 West Kentucky Street. I've read so many books, and now I belong to a church that's primarily African American, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Well, welcome to the world of our people, our ancestors. And you just got like a few seconds of a taste of those heavy shackles that they were in all day, every day. And aside from just wearing shackles, they were lynched, they were beaten, they were essayed, their teeth were stolen from them, their skin, their hair, you name it. They were dehumanized. They were treated with the most horrible, horrific atrocities. Their babies were taken and fed to alligators. Their babies were stolen and sold. They were sold. I could go on and on. And back to what I said earlier, which is she experienced just a few seconds of the heaviness, literally and figuratively, of what Black people went through. And although we as Black people current day are not placed in shackles per se, we are placed in shackles in other ways. In the way we're discriminated, in the way we're racially profiled, in the way that we are assaulted physically, verbally, in the way that we are shouted at and told to go back to where we came from, in the way that, our youth are being treated by police officers. I can go on and on. It's still shackles. It's just a modern day version of it. So you hear that this white woman is also saying that while in tears, she's saying that she attends an all-Black church and she's been reading a lot about, the history of Black people and, studying up. And that's great. This is one thing that I always say is that the folks need to educate themselves. It's just what you do with all that education. And I appreciate the fact that she came to experience and learn, and that she, tries to be in the environment of Black people. I appreciate that. I'll give her some props for it. It's just, what else are you doing with all of this knowledge? Are you also teaching your kids, your children's children, I don't know, your neighborhood neighbors, your the people around you that look like you, your friends, your family members?
Once again, they know. I have a whole nother video where it's a white woman who's getting arrested, and she said, how dare they arrest her? What am I, some Black kid in the wrong neighborhood? They know. They've always known. They have to know because they're the ones that invented the system. And even if you are a white person that claims not to be racist, you probably met some white people that are. That when there's no POCs around, they tell you how they really feel. They've always known. And now we, as people of color, know that they know. There's no more point to secrets and books and perfect quotes to get them to understand. They know.
Person in this room who would be happy to be treated as this society in general treats our citizens, our Black citizens. If you, as a white person, would be happy to receive the same treatment that our Black citizens do in this society, please stand. You didn't understand the directions. If you white folks want to be treated the way Blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others.
all the things that's affected people of color, blacks, Asians, Mexicans, anything other than of European descent, how everything that we've been facing for years, for centuries, is starting to affect y'all. Y'all never understood our cries. Now, y'all gonna feel this pain. But I swear I already know that once, even if y'all do come up out of this realm with what we face, would y'all respect us more? Would y'all understand us more? Would y'all see our sides of the story? Would y'all even go delve back into some history that y'all were not familiar with to see that, yeah, we was getting kicked under the fucking dirt? That's what I want to know. Do I want y'all to feel what we feel? Nah. Because we built for it, you know? You know, it's not that we belong in positions at the bottom, but we can handle it. You know, we're not as suicidal. We don't go over the edge as much. So I don't want y'all to endure what we have. That's what makes us more special. You know? And I'm not speaking as a racist because I'm far from it. But I'm realistic. I'm very realistic. And I hate it for y'all.
You know, some white people think that we should get over slavery very quickly. They say things like, you know, you weren't in slavery, you're not in slavery, but you forget that our forefathers passed down the sufferings of slavery to us, and the mindset and the philosophy and ideology of slavery down to us as their children. So once slavery was over, then you had Jim Crow, which is just as bad as slavery. You didn't have our bodies, but you had our minds. And then you had redlining, where it was another part of Jim Crow, where we couldn't live in decent houses, and we had to live as subservients. And now, today, the 21st century, we're living under systematic racism. And you say, well, I'm not a racist. No, you're not. But the system that we live in is racist. And that's what you don't understand. And so when you make fun of black people, just remember, you're not doing anything as a white person to rectify the situation. All you're doing is sitting on your couch, laughing about it, talking about it, going to your little church, worshiping God. If you really want to affect and help black America out, put your money where your mouth is. That'll settle the problems. Your talking and your attitude and your criticism won't do anything for black people. We have to make it our own, maybe. That's what we've been doing for 300 years. We'll survive, you know, but you have to live with your conscience, whether you help black people or not. So this is Black Society.
I work hard. He work hard.
I worked hard. I get up at 4 o'clock and get my breakfast done. Just at dawn of day, I go to the field and we pick cotton.
Mr. and Mrs. Haywood Jenkins of Shawnee County, Mississippi have, between them, picked cotton for over a century.
My boss man came along. He says, Mary Jane? I said, sir. Says, I say, when you wash? I said, I washed last night. He said, I don't want you to do that no more. That's my agent, you know. He says, every Friday morning or Friday evening, you wash. And let all the children stay there with you until you get through. When you get through, then y'all can go back to the field and wait. Now, the agents was mean, some of them. Some of them was mean. They wanted to hook the colored people. And that time, the white man come along. He says, hey, but you ain't in the field yet? He just had started plowing. He said, yes, I've just not had to eat my dinner. God damn it, you ain't doing a goddamn thing. Says, God damn it, I ought to take this damn stick and frail the hell out you. He said, no, sir, if you frail the hell out of me, goddamn, I frail the hell out of you. It make me feel bad if I was under them, you know, how mean they was to treat us like that.
This is what black people have been screaming about forever. The system only feels unfair once it's happening to you. But maybe that's what it takes for some people to finally get it, right? Equality shouldn't mean that you have to feel oppression before you believe that it exists, right? Anyways, credit goes to all original creators. This video is for education and commentary purposes only. Thank you so much for tapping in when you saw this, and thank you for your support with my channel this far. As usual, I'll see you on my next one.